Nothing interesting in there.
Alright, let's find Becca's number by doing this. Or is that Becca's phone? I guess it is. Alright. Simple enough.
I'm gonna go in and snoop around.
Just keep calling. Hee 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 hee.
Looks like a love letter, and it's signed Tiffany. Sounds like our boy Ken knew Tiffany after all.
Well, duh. Last night was the most magical night of my life. I never knew I could feel this way. I'll be dreaming of you tonight. XOXO Tiffany. So, Mr. Ken.
Come
You
on in.
sure you don't have something to say to me, buddy? Let's talk about the photographs.
That's an interesting picture up there. I don't recognize the band.
I do.
Well, you wouldn't. That was my dad's group. They haven't been together since the 60s.
What happened to them?
They died.
They died, I think.
What?
He never talked about it much.
Who's that man in the photograph?
Him? That's my dad. He and I started this place about 20 years ago. He's retired now, but he pops his head in sometimes.
So, tell me, Ken, why do you have a letter from Tiffany in your desk?
What? What is this? Are you sneaking in here while I'm not around? Is that it?
Maybe I'm just psychic.
Yeah? Well, maybe I'll just call the police.
I just want to find out what happened to Tiffany.
Look, whatever happened to her, it had nothing to do with me.
Maybe you're right, but maybe you can tell me what happened so I can decide for myself?
You're a real piece of work. Fine. Go on. Ask what you want.
Now we're getting somewhere.
So, tell me about Tiffany?
Look, you breathe a word of this, and I'll have the police on you so fast it'll make your head spin.
Lips are sealed.
All right. Yes, I knew Tiffany. You probably guessed that we were involved.
I gathered that.
I was working late. We were doing spots for a new TV commercial, and she volunteered to help out. I thought she just wanted the overtime, but turns out she wanted something else.
So she came on to you?
Yeah, she wouldn't take no for an answer. Look, I'm a married guy with 2 kids. I know it was wrong. I just couldn't help myself. It was like a drug. Of course, the girl was completely crazy. I should have noticed that right off.
How so?
Crazy? How so?
My God, the girl was obsessed. Showing up at the office at
Oh,
all
God.
hours, stalking me, calling my house at night. She kept saying we were destined to be together, that it was fate. Even when I tried to break it off, she wouldn't take no for an answer. God, what a nightmare. I should have broken it off long before I did.
So you did end things with her?
God, yes. I had to. Even if I wasn't a married man, the woman was a complete head case. Talking about the stars and fate and destiny. She even started calling me Turtle Dove. What a nightmare.
Turtle dove?
What the hell's a
I
turtle
buckled
dove?
down and ended it. And she didn't take it well. I had to get a restraining order put on her. I've learned my lesson, that's for sure. No more temps. And definitely no more affairs. My life is with my wife and family.
Turtle dove. That sounds like a creature you'd make in Impossible Creatures. That rather failurific game. Who made it? Was it Gas-Powered Games? I don't know. I remember buying it, but it didn't really do very well. I don't remember how it did critically, but just in terms of sales, it didn't do very well at all. It just kind of came onto the scene and then just disappeared and no one paid any attention to it.
Why do you keep the letter if the relationship is over?
I don't know. Nostalgia, maybe? It was nice at the beginning. She was crazy, but she saw something in me. I suppose I still want to hold on to that. Especially now that she's, you know, gone.
So you're through with Tiffany completely?
Yes. I'm sorry she's gone, but I'm glad she's out of my life. What a total embarrassment she was.
How come I can have him repeat that?
Well, thanks.
See you around.
Do I need to record it and play it back to convince Tiffany? The only problem is, I don't have a recorder. But there's a cassette player in a certain area. Do I need to get it? Where is it at? Here?
I can't do anything.
Oh, it's a radio.
No point. It doesn't even have a... It must have sentimental value.
Okay, let's just try talking to Tiffany then.
Locked.
Stay close to the door, Red. I'm heading in.
After you, Joey.
Hey, Tiff.
Hello again.
What?
Look, you're gonna have to face facts. Ken is through with you.
You're lying. Deep down, he still loves me. He just can't admit it.
He told me himself.
I don't believe you.
And of course I need to record it, just like I thought.
You called Ken your turtle dove, right?
That's private. How did you know about that?
He told me himself. All this mooning? He thinks it's pathetic.
He... what?
It's over, kid. You want my advice? Forget about him and get on with your... Well, you need to get over him is all I'm saying.
No. I need to hear it from him. Just one more time. From him.
Hey, wait a sec.
Oh, okay, I see. I don't need to record it. She's just gonna stand by.
Let me guess. That was Tiffany.
Why didn't you stop her?
Because I can't touch ghosts?
Right, forget it. Let's just get after her.
It's okay, Ken. I won't tell your wife, I promise.
He can't hear you.
Come on in.
So you're through with Tiffany completely?
Yes. Like I told you, I'm sorry she's gone, but I'm glad she's out of my life.
What?
What a total embarrassment she was.
Embarrassment? Ken, you don't mean that.
Do you mean that?
Of course I do. With that squeaky, lovey-dovey voice and the way she'd throw herself at me in public.
I thought you liked it.
You'd think a guy would like that kind of attention, but she was so needy and desperate about it.
Desperate? I was not desperate. It was fate.
She said we were destined to be together, that it was fate.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. We're supposed to be together. Gavin said so.
I don't know why I didn't end it right then and there, but like an idiot, I just kept being reeled back in.
I gave up everything for you. I gave up my life for you.
She thought I'd give up my entire life for her, but that was crazy. I only hope she found some happiness before she died.
Died? Died? Am I dead to you? Is that it? I can't even look at you. I've got to get out of here. I need air.
Whoa, did you feel that? Feels like the AC kicked in. Anyway, take my advice. You meet a guy you like, don't smother him. He'll just run away.
I'll keep that in mind.
God, that's gotta be hard to
I
hear.
think that's everything. Thanks again, Ken.
Sure. You know, feels kind of good to talk about it. And Well, I hope you'll be discreet about it.
Don't worry.
I feel bad for Tiffany.
Tiffany?
You think I'm pathetic, don't you?
Oh no, not at all.
I do. Why did I act like such a love-struck little girl?
I don't know. We all act stupid sometimes.
Not like this. I couldn't stop myself. Why? Just because Gavin said we should be together?
Gavin, is that the psychic who told you to stick with Ken?
Yeah, and I believed every last word. Why would I believe something so stupid? Ken was all I thought about. When he told me it was over, I was just angry I couldn't be with him. Gavin told me not to worry, that it was destiny, that we'd be together. It took me over. I wouldn't get out of bed. I just stopped.
I'm sorry.
I need to get out of here. How do I get out of here?
Just pull on my tie.
Hey Tiff, I got something for you.
What is it?
It's something to help you on your way.
Just 1 minute. Look at him, working at his desk like nothing's happened. I'm ready. It feels good. The light, I mean. It feels good.
Just head towards it. That's all you need to do.
It feels like Gavin. Isn't that strange? Believing his words, accepting the lie, it felt good. Wonderful. I want to hate him, but I can't. It's like it doesn't matter.
We'll get to the bottom of this. I promise. Do you know where we can find him?
No, he'd come over to my place. He'd talk, and it all seemed so clear. That's all I can remember. It's all fading.
You better go.
Thank you. I don't know what else to say.
No need to thank us. It's what we do.
Well, I guess this is it.
Goodbye, Tiffany.
She all taken care of?
Yeah, I think she'll be all right. At least, I hope so. This makes no sense, Joey.
Hey?
Her death, it was so pointless.
Who said there had to be a point?
She didn't even like Ken. Not really.
Haven't you ever been in love?
That's not what I mean. You don't just die of a broken heart. Not literally.
Maybe. Maybe not. But whoever this Gavin guy is, he put her up to it. I think we owe our friend Lisa another visit.
Me too. Oh, hi, Lisa. Ring, ring.
Locked.
Yes.
Hi, Lisa?
Oh, it's you. Have you learned anything?
Well, they're both dead.
I learned something about Tiffany Walters.
And?
She's dead. Lisa?
Did Gavin kill her? Don't come back until you know for sure.
I've learned something about Gavin and Tiffany.
You have?
I don't want to say it out here on the street. Can I come in?
Yes.
And that's it. Gavin told her to throw herself at this man, and it destroyed her.
Tiffany. You should have seen her when she walked in here. So lost, trying to find her place in life, drifting from job to job, never finding what she wanted. She was a woman who wouldn't let herself be happy.
Was her aura blocked as well?
Look, she needed to believe that her unhappiness was beyond her control. I gave that to her.
You hear that? She's doing a public
Yeah.
service.
Judge me if you want, but she came to me.
And then you sent her to Gavin.
Gavin and I have an arrangement.
Which is?
Money.
If I have a client who's determined to be unhappy no matter what, I send them to Gavin.
And then they die?
I don't know that, and neither do you. Just because this one died doesn't mean they all do. I gave you 2 names. Look into the other one, and don't come back until you do.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.